Dan, as one of this country's leading dog trainers and creator of this unique video-based website, I'd like to ask you a few questions. Dan, it seems one of the most difficult issues that face owners is fearful dogs that appear to be afraid of everything in life. Is it impossible to help these dogs, or are we doing something wrong?
No, the good news is that it's actually very easy to help these sort of dogs. It's pretty straightforward and simple when it comes to fearful dogs. The sad thing is that most people, most owners are actually doing so much wrong. It's actually quite sad. I mean, most owners who have fearful dogs, or many owners who have fearful dogs, are the kindest, most gentlest people who want nothing else than to help their little dogs become confident dogs, but they're doing so much wrong.
What sort of things do we do wrong as owners that may make it worse for these dogs?
There's so many things, but I was chatting to somebody today who was talking about the past, the history, where the dog had come from. I think it might have been abused. I mean, this dog, believe it or not, is actually scared of plates and cutlery.
Oh.
And I had to say to her, look, I almost guarantee your dog has not been abused with plates and cutlery. That's not how it works. So you don't want to hang on to the past, which is something we do. I mean, it's a three-legged dog as well, so this poor little dog, it's got so much sympathy and everyone's worrying about it the whole time. And so what happens is we end up giving it so much cuddles and affection at the wrong time to try to help this nervous, fearful dog. The problem with giving affection at the wrong time is it doesn't help the dog, it makes it worse. You never give affection or pats and cuddles if your dog is in a nervous state. Because
why not?
It encourages that behaviour, the very behaviour you're trying to stop. The way to help a dog who's nervous is to take control and lead it the right way, show it the right behaviour.
So what would we do? I mean, instinctively, a child who was upset or fearful, you'd pick them up and cuddle them, and we shouldn't do that with our dogs?
No. Okay. And that's because a child is essentially, it's a human. It comes from the primate group of animals. A dog is more like a wolf. It's from the canine group, a totally different group altogether. So you have to think like a dog. And if you watch the wolf pack, if you watch the dog pack, they don't go around cuddling each other to try and, reassure each other. The way they do it is they do something which I show in the videos very clearly. It's called make nothing of it. It's all about showing your dog there's nothing to worry about over there by making nothing of it. And there's some wonderful videos there where I demonstrate, regardless of what it is your dog is fearful of, you want to be showing it the correct way to behave. Now, of course, you do have to be the pack leader first. If you're not the pack leader, your dog doesn't take the least bit of notice of you. For this, again, you establish yourself as the pack leader with the 5 golden rules, which are clearly shown in the pack leader section. Once you put those in place, then, and only then, you're in a position to start showing your dog that's not a problem, the dogs aren't a problem, the paraglider's not a problem, the people in the wheels, on the skateboards or the bicycles aren't a problem. Whatever it is your dog's scared of, people aren't a problem, but you have to be the pack leader first, and then you pretty much walk on by and ignore the thing, and dogs will follow and learn and gain confidence from a pack leader who's ignoring something. But if you're not the pack leader, they won't take any notice of what you're doing.
So Dan, it's really about focusing on what you do want, not focusing on what you don't want.
Yeah, that's right. And if you first establish yourself as the pack leader, and then you do that, you can help your dog overcome any fear or phobia. It's not tricky. I mean, sometimes it does take a little bit of time, but it's an amazing thing to see a dog just slowly becoming more and more confident and realizing there's absolutely nothing to fear.
Sounds great.
It is a wonderful thing to be able to help fearful dogs.
Thank you.
Thanks.